Hi, I'm Martin Smith. I'm doing great today, thank you. I do remember that moment when I wanted to become involved in music. I think I was 11 years old and my mum and dad took me to an event called Spring Harvest and never been to anything like it before, and there was this guy up on stage, on the main stage. His name was Graham Kendrick, and there he was with his rainbow strap and his acoustic guitar leading all these big songs. One of those was probably Shine Jesus Shine, and I thought to myself, wow, I'd really like to do that one day. I think the qualities that you need to survive being in Christian music and whatever it is, I think a lot of perseverance, a lot of commitment. I think that you've got to really try and write great songs and bring people into the mix to help you write those songs. That would be really important. And I think a total desire to please God and do whatever He wants you to do. Well, obviously you two have been a massive inspiration over the years, ever since I was a kid. From times when The Unforgettable Fire came out and The Joshua Tree and all those great records after. Recently, bands like Coldplay have been very inspirational, Brandon Flowers from The Killers. Just so many amazing artists out there that are inspirational to me now. To keep each song sounding fresh is a massive feat. Whether they all do sound fresh, I don't know. But I think the key to that is life, keeping your ear to the ground, understanding what needs to be said and finding a new way to say it, then musically involving people that are going to help you make that lyric and melody sound amazing. I don't think I've ever obviously copied someone, but probably subconsciously there are chord patterns and little melody things that are stolen from people, but I try to keep that quiet. Well, it's interesting when you talk about lyrics and music because there are some genres which is just music. So you can go to a symphonic concert with a huge orchestra and be completely moved and your heart broken just by music. So actually lyrics are a little bit overrated in some ways, but in the Christian music scene, of course, they're very important because they carry stories, they carry theology, they carry content that's going to move people. So yeah, there's a lot of focus on that, and rightly so. Words go up on a screen on a Sunday morning and people want to be inspired, so it's our job to do that. One of the most unusual places I've ever performed is right in the middle of Disneyland, and it was slightly bizarre. They had asked us to go and play to attract people to the park, believe it or not, and there we were, right next to Magic Kingdom, playing our worship songs, and it was slightly surreal, I have to admit, but that's America for you. I've never ever thought that Hollywood would make a movie about Delirious. No, I don't know who would play me. That's a very good question. Maybe Tom Smith, my nephew, who's now a worship leader at HTB. He can do a really good impression of me. Without a doubt, Shout to the North. You can hear it, can't you? It was made for it. In fact, I might have even written it on the panpipes. What song would be the best on Glee? Here we come. I think that could work, maybe, just about. I think one bit of advice that I'll give to someone that's coming up in Christian music, wants to do it really well. I think really find out what you're great at and stick to it. Don't copy anybody else. Don't try and follow in anybody's footsteps. But be yourself and really work hard at that. And if it's songwriting, then really work hard at it. Don't settle for second best.